dancing to his own music. You gotta love that. He's best known for the Grammy-nominated power ballad For You. Now Kenny Lattimore is back with his 9th studio album. He's here to talk about Vulnerable, touring, and also getting into the holiday spirit.
Yeah.
So good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, welcome to Atlanta.
Thank you for having me.
We are so glad to have you with us today. Okay, this is incredibly impressive. Your work spans 20 years.
20 years.
That's
wow.
longevity.
Yeah, it's been pretty amazing because we're in the microwave society where things come and go, but we have managed to establish some consistency in this industry, so very proud of that.
Stood the test of time. Now, you took a 2-year hiatus before releasing your latest album, which we'll get to in just a moment, but what were you doing during that time?
You know what? I actually took the hiatus from the love songs and the R&B and did some Christmas music.
Yes!
So we're right in the holidays.
Some Christmas music.
So a Kenny Lattimore Christmas is out, and we have a song called I Cry Holy that is being promoted, our new single, and it's Motown gospel. So it's a combination of traditional Christmas songs and original music as well.
Yeah, this is great. Songs like God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, the Christmas song on here.
To put my stamp on
Holy
it.
Night, yeah, very cool. Perfect time to be able to pick that up. Okay, let's talk Vulnerable.
Sure.
Tell us about your latest album.
So Vulnerable is my return to the love songs, and I felt like, you know, I'm in a time in my life where I'm open to love, and you know, a lot of times we're looking at the word vulnerable and we think about weakness, but when you decide to be vulnerable, I think there's a strength in that because it's a transparency, and it is an openness that allows your relationships to be healthy.
Amen.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Absolutely.
I can tell you put some thought.
Absolutely, absolutely.
To
It's what I'm living right now.
yeah. What's the sound that we'll hear?
You know what?
It's
really like I call it an 80s homage. I loved the music of the 80s, and I've combined or collaborated rather with a great producer. His name is Drakkar Wesley, and Drakkar is a younger producer, and I was like, okay, well, if he listens to the legacy of Kenny Lattimore, how do we bring it into what's happening right now? And I think 80s is what's kind of hot right now, the 80s and the funk of Bruno Mars and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time he understands, again, my voice and my legacy, so we just combined it all.
Yeah, sounds like a great team.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Teamwork making that happen. I have to tell you, 80s love songs are my jams, so I'm really excited to hear that was a leading force behind this. We also have some video we want to show of your music video, Push.
Yeah.
Push.
And Push is I call it my grown man apology song. I think a lot of people have a Push story about maybe somebody they were in love with in college or something, and the relationship didn't work out. For men, a lot of times it's in immaturity. We get too close, and then there's a fear, and we push the relationship away. That's pretty much what this song is about, though.
Okay, so what I want you to do if you decide to take another hiatus, you need to write a book.
Okay.
With these thoughts, because it's so interesting just to kind of hear, you know, how you're taking these things from your own life and you're letting that show in your music. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. I try to use the music as a tool to communicate. I think for most men, we don't grow up with this, we've learned how to communicate openly and all, and then when we get in our relationships, women are like, well, tell me how you feel. And we're like, I'm cool. No, how do you feel? Give me an attitude. You know, so, but we don't understand how to develop the type of conversation that's needed for our healthy relationship. So music sometimes gives us that tool, so we can use the music to say the things that we feel, or as a tool to just learn how to express a little bit more. So
very wise and talented man, vulnerable. There you go, Kenny Lattimore. So good to have you with us today.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you. Kenny Lattimore's album Vulnerable is available now, and a Kenny Lattimore Christmas will be re-released next month. Let's check in with Fox 5 Storm Team meteorologist Joanne Feldman in the Fox 5 Storm